This is my Terrence Howard moment. So I'm going to question the foundations of mathematics, but I think maybe this is a little more reasonable or philosophically where it the problem should be addressed. I think that intuitively he's onto something. Even mathematicians intuitively, if they actually think about what they're doing, it doesn't really make sense at the heart of all of it. All right, so I want to investigate multiplication because multiplication requires sets, right? So multiplication is just supposedly a quicker way of adding. But so what is multiplication then? All right, so with addition, we start off with 2, right? So we just magically imagine that there's 2 of something. So 2, and then like 2, all right? So there's supposed to be two things, and then we add 2 more things, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And then with multiplication, now hold on, this gets a little tricky. With multiplication, you have a set of 2 things. Well, we could put a circle around it, but they put brackets, right? So that indicates a set of 2. Huh. So you have 2, a set of 2, and then you multiply that by 2, but that's like adding another set of 2, isn't it? So you're adding another set of 2, but they're just calling that multiplication now. So 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 2 times 2 equals 4. So 2 times 1, like this. So 2 times 1, how is it that 2 times 1 equals 2? Because they're just counting the initial set. So first of all, we have to realize that a number is a set, right? The act of imagining quantity is the act of putting objects into a set. So 2 is already a set, right? Mathematicians are asking us to mentally put 2 objects, mentally connect objects where there is no physical connection at all, right? There's no physical correlation between 2, right? It could be anything. So what I'm saying is that 2 is already a set. There's already an imaginary force, right? This is what quantity is. What is quantity? Well, quantity is an imaginary mental force that's holding objects together in some sort of a set. So 2 is already a set. So you can't say, like, this is a set of a set. Like, set theory is redundancy, and it's an abomination. So 2 times 1 is is 2. 2 times 1 is the introduction of the set of 2, right? So 2 times 1 is basically just this, right? 2 times 1 is the introduction of the set of 2. So 2 times 1 is expressing 1 plus 1. This is, it makes no sense, right? So they will try to explain it in some way, maybe, but they just do this when math reaches some sort of limitation. They just introduce new rules. They they just expand the definitions of what they're calling mathematics. They just keep expanding it. They make up new rules as they go along. And it's because math is invented. They're trying to find the correct meaning of the numbers in the number system, right? The numbers have meaning and reason. They're expressing a message. And all of this, all of mathematics, is the rearranging of that information to find patterns. But they haven't found the right pattern because it has nothing to do with quantity. This is all just made up gobbledygook, isn't it? It's just made up. And mathematics is a religion, it's a belief system. All mathematicians believe that all of this made up nonsense that they've made up in their own minds is something fundamental about what's going on in the world. But it isn't. They don't. It's like the Principia Mathematica is the Bible, and you just don't question. You just don't question the source of mathematics or how it really works, what it really is expressing. You just do it because it's entertaining, right? It engages the mind of mathematicians, which is exactly Maya's play to pull attention away from the reality is the stillness between thoughts. The reality is the stillness upon which, see, math is just a subset, is just another, it's all chirpings of a squirrel, right? All thought is a squirrel chirping. It doesn't matter if it's chirping mathematics or if it's chirping Dr. Seuss or if it's chirping, it doesn't matter what's being said. The all mind wants to do, all that the parasite wants to do, is grab your interest. And that's what math does to mathematicians. It grabs their interest because it's like the Mandelbrot set. They like the pretty patterns that are developed, that they can develop out of incorrectly interpreting the information that is the number system. So multiplication, two is a set, right? A number is a set because we're mentally putting them together into what could be called a set, because it's not an object, right? You don't put an apple and an orange together and that makes a new object. That's a set. It's a set of an orange and an apple. That's 2. So to introduce sets of sets, it's a redundant abomination. And do you think, let's see, I would like Neil deGrasse Tyson, or whatever the hell his name is, I'd like him to condescendingly answer this question about math, please. One of you guys, any of you, any mathematician, just explain to me how a number isn't a set and how you can make sets of sets. Math is wrong.